Hey everyone, Alex and Joe from Raddtitan.
Yo, yo.
We're here today and we are doing the Kylo Ren premium format exclusive. So what we're going to do is the usual business. We've already got him out of the box. We're going to measure him, we're going to weigh him, we're going to tell you what we think. We're going to probably throw in some facts that aren't even true. So keep watching guys and tell us how it really should be. Peace.
Good, nice. Okay, so welcome back, and like Alex was saying, we're carrying on with the Kylo Ren exclusive review from Sideshow Collectibles. So getting on, we'll start off with the box. Typical Star Wars star box with a very dark box, with a very dark figure in a very dark room, in a very dark staircase. Yeah. What's that book called?
That's the Skeletons.
Is it, what's it called?
That's the Skeletons.
Skeletons book.
Down a dark street,
Yeah. Anyway, so getting on with this, and obviously the edition size is 1500, and Gary has number 505 of 1500, so he's got.
So basically, all you've got in there is you've got him with his hood on and his hood off.
Yeah, bareback and not so much. But anyway, so that's going on, and then we will remove this off here. We don't need this. So then we got the piece.
So I've got the piece here, and a couple of people messaged me and gave it some stick. Yeah, it's right in my face.
Yeah, it's
gave it some stick, and they spoke quite poorly of it.
Poorly
of it, yeah. So Gary basically set this up, and I got to say I was quite pleasantly surprised actually. I didn't think it was too bad at all.
Don't you quite like that though? That when people do that,
it's the same as a film. When someone tells you it's a crap film, and then you have low expectation of it, then you're pleasantly surprised.
Yeah, no, people ruined Shawshank for me.
Yeah, well,
everyone said Shawshank Redemption is the greatest. I went and watched it. I was like, I don't know what they're talking about.
So, where do you want to start? So, basically, this is
start base.
Obviously, Kylo Ren. This is from the Force Awakens.
Ben Kenobi.
Ben Kenobi.
No, it's not.
It's Ben Solo.
You fell for it. It's Ben Solo.
Ben Solo.
And it just proves that you don't know any of the facts. You just go with my factual knowledge, and then you steal it for your own. Ben Kenobi, yeah? Who's Ben Kenobi?
Ben Solo.
Who's Ben Kenobi? Obi-Wan Kenobi's name's better. Yeah. Jesus Christ. I don't know why I keep you around.
So, yeah.
Ben Solo, Han Solo's son, if you haven't seen Force Awakens.
And played by Adam Driver.
Oh, well done.
So, yeah.
Is that real, or is that true?
It's true.
Oh, okay. You don't like him either?
Not really.
I actually really did like him. I thought he did really
well. So, starting low down. So, on the base here. What is on the base here, Gary?
That's Starkiller base.
Gary said this is the Starkiller base, and then he kind of works his way up. It's quite a shame, really, because the cape and the material are really nice.
Mixed media is really nice.
Mixed media, but it does cover up all of the base here, which is done pretty well.
Yeah, you lose all that good moss.
Yeah, you lose all the moss and the kind of ash kind of underneath, and then you see all his boots. Done really well. And then you've got his skirt underneath.
Why do you do that?
I like to demasculate.
I don't understand why you do that. He's got enough problems as it is. He can't get his father's approval or anything.
And I do like, the actual material one here is really sort of heavyweight, and it's got nice kind of weathering on the
really good wires as well.
Thick wires, so you kind of you literally bend it any way you want, and it's kind of going to stay that way.
You can do a lot with. You can do a lot with this.
Yeah.
This is what you want to see, but compared to the Wonder Woman we recently saw with the flag, where literally the wires are they're not use nor ornament.
Yeah.
You know, this is really posable.
If you kind of know how to pose these things,
which we do not.
If you've got patience and you pose hot toys and things like that, which we can't, you probably do a very good job.
These are quite nice. On the top of the base, you've got all the nuts and bolts on the top of these little
red things.
What are these? Lights.
No, that's meant to be the eye from Stark in the Base.
Have they got lots of eyes? Or just the one eye?
No, just the one.
Alright, so they've just repeated it
Yeah.
like 3 times. Okay.
4.
Is there 4? Yeah, there could be 4.
This isn't going very well.
No, there's only 3.
1, 2.
Yeah, you've got
Yeah.
2 and there's 1 here.
Alright, 3.
3. It's a fucking couch.
Alright, so working your way up again, I mean, I think I'd say I'm really impressed with
It's
the
got some
material.
sharp spikes on the sculpt. Have you seen this?
Oh, yeah,
On the
back
back,
of
I
the
just
boots.
caught my arm on one. It wasn't nice.
So yeah, you got the spikes on the back there.
Yeah, I mean,
well, it's actually just the buckles.
yeah.
And then as you say, you work your way up. So it's got like 2 layers of this here, and then he's got like a sculpted plastic. Sort
Not
of
much
thing
night and day on this though, is there? Really, it's all sort of the one sort of shade underneath. It's not. I mean, there is a little bit of a difference between the boots and, dare I say, his leather trousers.
Skirt.
Yeah,
A skirt, and then you've got like leather legging things going on up the legs.
And then you work your way up anyway. So you've got the belt here, and Gary's got the old exclusive. So as you can see, it's actually got the hilt clipped on there.
Which lightsaber is that, Gary?
That's his.
Oh shit.
It's his because the exclusive you take off his saber and you put on like a fisted hand.
So yeah, I mean, so
So
then
Gary's got on there.
got a fisting hand, does he?
Fisted.
Oh, fisted.
So basically, as well, I mean, I did notice as well that underneath, if you lift up this kind of cape parts, these are actually buttoned down. So there are 3 buttons. So there's like one the back here, one on each shoulder, and you can button them in place there, just to kind of give it a bit of.
Jeez, he done me twice.
Yeah, well, fuck you. And then also you got the hood there, so you can kind of take it off.
And the helmet does come off, and it's actually pretty weighty as well.
The helmet, yeah, I mean, because we were looking at the Vader earlier on. The new Vader head is probably one of the lightest.
It's like
heads.
a fucking ping pong ball.
Yeah, it's one of the lightest heads we've probably ever seen.
I think the Chinese won championships with that fucking ping
Yeah.
pong ball.
Forrest Gump won the championship with that. So yeah, and then as I say, we work your way over to the detailing on the head here, and I think it's quite nicely done. You can kind of see in here where you've got the material
I really
under
like
the
this
eyes.
pattern, man. I've got seen this in pictures, but I think Gary might be right. I think this I think there's one of these pieces that you really have to see in person to appreciate. It's got a hell of a presence,
Yeah.
and the mixed media really bulks the thing out. I thought it just looked like, what did we call it?
Well, we didn't call it. Someone messaged me who received it.
Barbie in a burqa.
They to quote them, they call it Barbie and Burka, yeah. And yeah, so I mean, I think it looks better than they explained it. They did take some pretty bad pictures of it
I
as
actually
well.
really like the fact that if you look on the bottom of the mixed media as well, there is like a dirt and like a grime rolling its way up there, and there's some beautiful textures on this as well. Some high quality material that
Well,
they've used.
I
It's
say,
not shit.
just by,
It's quite nice.
I mean, I'm not really posing very well, but I am just kind of just seeing how much it will actually stay in place. So I am kind of bending it around, and it's kind of pretty much staying where I put it. So I just say, if you have the patience, you could really get this post really
I
well.
really love the pose because it's my favourite part of the whole film.
That's where it stops the bullet.
Where he stops the
beam,
plasma beam,
yeah.
doesn't he? And then you know then, because we've never seen that before, you know then, you're like, yeah, this fucking dude's serious. You know what I mean? When he's like that, and then until he gets back on the ship, and then he's just like, yeah, go. It hits like a wall or whatever it is. It's really nice.
That blows up, so doesn't it?
That just like hits some shit that's there.
Working your way along, so as you say, you've got the saber there, and that's.
What do you think about that? Because I've got a bit of criticism. And we have seen it in pictures. If you are living in a hot climate, if your room doesn't have really air conditioning in it, we have seen that these are starting to warp. Gary's actually quite nice and straight, but I've seen a lot of pictures of these actually start to warp.
Well,
so be warned, I guess.
One of the things I don't like is I think it does look really good when you can see the light shining through it. It does really pick up the light very well.
Yeah.
But it is kind of like a bit pinky.
Yeah, but his saber actually, because it's an unstable force crystal that he's using, that's why.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is it
because
pink?
yeah,
Okay.
because
Well,
it's not pink, but what it is it's unstable, which is meant to signify that it hasn't really got a grasp. I think he's like
It's like him.
conflicted, isn't it? And basically, instead of it being smooth, it sort of shakes. It goes a bit fucking crazy.
Yeah.
And I think they've tried to capture that, and I think they did a really good job on it because it does actually look.
And
Under these lights, it looks really nice.
Do you
It
think
really
it was
does.
a mistake not to make it light up?
I do.
Yeah, especially, I mean, today I go back to it, but we saw the Darth Vader and the Darth Vader lightsaber
Fucking
on the new premium format is really, really good. We've looked at the Darth Talon previously, and I think I told Jules 3 times to turn it on, and I may have said something abusive towards him about not turning it on, or maybe
being special needs.
it's probably the other way around. Actually, it's probably you abusing me, telling me to turn it on.
Well, that's just another
And
day.
we realised it was actually on, and it was really dull. But
They've really
the
improved.
Vader one.
They've really improved
Yeah.
on their light up. I mean, obviously the tech's getting so much better, the skill levels going higher. But I think that light up features with Star Wars pieces is synonymous. I think they should all have it. I think
Well,
it's
I
one of
know
those
you're a
things.
bit anti.
I'm anti light ups, but
on a saber.
no, I am anti light ups on any pieces because the boxes get thrown around, high risk of damage. If it breaks, for example, you've got to get onto Sideshow, and it's not just going to be the saber that you need replacing. It's usually a whole body or a whole base. It's a bit of a problem. So I just think the reward is not really doesn't outweigh
Well,
the
it's
risk
just
for
over
me.
time. It's just over time
Yeah,
it can go.
But
But as I say, with the new technology now, I mean, LED technology lights are a bit more durable than
Yeah.
they used to be.
Yeah.
I
I just think this should have it. This should have it. But I've got to be honest. I'm quite pleased. I wasn't pleased when I saw Gary walk in with it because I thought, shit. You know what I mean? I was like, Gary, where's the Grails, bitch? But then, you know what I mean? I actually think it looks really nice. And
It's a pleasant surprise,
It is a pleasant surprise, yeah. Really high level quality mixed media, really decent pose. And it's got a lot of little hidden detail in it. I really dig in
Well,
this
you've got the
material. It's
buckles on
running
the
up down
boots.
the arms as well. I think they captured that really well. Do you want to change the hand over? Because this is this. What did we say? Fisting hand.
No, I said fisted.
Oh right, I'm sorry.
God damn it. Yeah, just like our logo, like a German fisting porn. That's what someone said to us.
Did they really?
Yeah.
Or with an apple duster on there?
Yeah, they say it looks like, you need to change your logo. It looks like German fisting porn. No, actually, gay German fisting porn, they say.
That's more
And
correct.
said,
That's closer.
And I said, so what have you been watching?
I bet you got abused, did you?
No, he went silent.
Let's have a look. Yeah, it looks cool. I like it. I'm not sure. Yeah, it looks nice.
Yeah.
I like it. Yeah, it does.
Well, I think the reason why
It does work, it works.
the reason for this anyway is the saber does make it pretty big.
It definitely
display
does.
wise.
And this is more accurate to what he's doing. He doesn't have his saber out
Yeah.
when he catches that plasma rifle, gun,
Yeah.
shot, bullet. Thing.
My size.
Huh?
My size, Lee.
Excuse me.
My size, Lee.
Precisely.
Oh right, I gotcha. I see this carps chat.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I'm pleasantly surprised. But let's measure it up, man. Let's see what the track
Measure
is.
up. I'll put the thing back on because otherwise,
Yeah, give it the.
this is going to give it the most.
It's quite nice that you get that. I mean, this is another for me. I think this is a bit of a miss from Sideshow because I think really that saber should be exclusive.
Probably, yeah.
I think.
And then I would give it a bit more drive for people to buy it.
I think so. I think they keep missing tricks, man. I mean, don't get me wrong. Okay, let's have a look. So, what's your eye? Okay, so the height on this piece, I'm calculating around 51 centimeters, 20 inches. Okay. Happy with that?
I didn't see, but yes.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I'm happy.
Yeah. Okay, so if we're going, I would say that's the width part, right? This
Well,
way.
Yeah.
Well, that's big, man. Dude, that's like 23 inches wide,
Damn.
which is 59, which takes it into sort of XM Venom territory. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is crazy.
But then, I mean, measure to the hands to say what you can do with the. I mean, measure to here just to show.
Yeah, I mean, if you take that saber off and you go just across his body,
Well, just go here.
yeah, it's around 16, safely 16, so about 40 centimeters.
Yeah.
And then obviously,
In depth.
well, yeah, depending on the pose, I guess we'll put that along with width rather than depth. Depth is probably length of the base, isn't it? So it's around, I'd say it's around 12 inches in diameter all the way around. So
Ain't going to detail with that.
not with
saber.
the sword on, no chance.
All right.
Not unless it's sticking out of, you leave the door up and sticks out of it. You know
Well,
what I mean?
I've seen people do crazy stuff.
Yeah.
So what we'll do then is we'll put them on scales.
Yeah.
So
Was that proverbial we? Does that mean I'm doing it?
Well, you just volunteered. How good of you, Mr. Murray.
Okay.
So,
What's your guess?
I haven't really picked anything up.
Yeah,
yet, so
damn it.
Yeah.
I think it's around about 5.5 kilos.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm getting closer. 6 kilos.
6 kilos dead, and that
30
is
pounds?
13.2 pounds. So,
It's alright.
yeah, it's not
20
too-
inch statue. That's not. I mean,
Well, you got to remember most of it is his cape to give
yeah, and
you flair.
premium formats
Um,
now these days are around coming in about this type of average weight,
Yeah.
aren't they? Around 6 kilos.
Mm. Well, you got to remember. I mean, the base is pretty big, so maybe it should be a little heavier. But you know, what can you do?
Yeah.
What can you do? But that's a fairly average weight, to be honest with you. So, yeah, let us know what you think, guys. Anyway, and do the usual. You know, like, comment, subscribe, share, and
Hit that
let us
red
know what you
button,
have
man. Hit that red button.
Let us know what you just playing with, and we're going to move on and we're going to review the rest of these pieces. Then, Michael, pan round just quickly and then turn off.
Get out your carb coma,
Yeah,
bitch.
do some work, yeah.
Christ's sake. No room for passengers here.
Yeah,
As it should.
come on, pan around. There you go. So these are the next
Look at
pieces.
that,
on the,
Chewy!
Ah! Okay. Thanks, guys.
Peace.
Do you want to check it?
Always.
And action.
Go check it. Go check it.
It's fucking working, Jesus.
Yeah, after the last 4 times.
Yeah,
of
it's
course.
actually
Fucking like the boy. Crazy.
Yeah, boy, the cry wolf. Fucking useless. Fucking big finger. Fuck.
Fucking me, a lobster boy,
Motherfucker. Edward Cockhands.
Edward Penis man.
Do you remember that? Did you see that porno?
What?
You never seen that?
Edward
No.
Scissorhands.
There's Edward Scissorhands, like cock. No, he's got 2 big cocks in his hand, hasn't he? Edward, what's he called? Edward Cockhans.
Going deep in the
Yeah,
hyperdrive.
that's all right. Anyway,
Alright, okay. Jesus, there's too many carbs, too much going. Alright, here we go.
Oh, yeah.
Ready? I'm in Batman because they're going to be Star Wars. That's the old faithful, that top, innit? That,
I got another
yeah,
I got another one.
with the white stormtrooper with the light, the bounty hunter one.
Oh shit, I got that one as well. Starkiller base.
Starkiller is in Starkiller like the game.
No, the actual the killer planet from the film.
Starkiller, yeah, the thing that comes.
That's what
like,
it's called,
shoots from-
Starkiller.
It's called Starkiller.
Yeah.
Isn't in the game he called Starkiller one of the dudes in the Force Unleashed?
Yes.
Ah.
Gary, did I put batteries in this one, or was it not this one?
That's
This
not
one
that
doesn't.
one.
This one
No.
doesn't.
Battery's not included.
No, you're wrong.
Alright, I
man.
think it's Chewbacca. Don't worry. We've eaten too many carbs. I'm like going like that, pressing these red things. I'm like, it's not going up, Gary. It's not
It's not
going up.
working. It's not working, man.
It's on
I
your-
feel like
it's on your head.
I feel like I keep like crushing his confidence every time I go
Right,
up.
it's
and-
crushed, mate.
Do you remember
It's
last?
crushed, isn't it? It's totally crushed.
Do you remember last time?
Look, the Rebel
I
Reliance.
remember doing 10 minutes of a Venom fucking review and it not being on there.
Well, what about last time? The
Times 3.
Batman versus Robin one. The Hulk versus Wolverine.
Batman versus Robin. What Batman versus Robin did we
No,
do? Is that ice cream chatting?
I was trying to talk to Gary when we were walking. I forgot words. Damn, bad. I was pressing off here for the fucking camera. Yeah, I was going to turn off. God damn it.